Whispers of the Warp, we will be assembling the Tyranid Psychophage. So I haven't been posting in a while, and that's due to the fact that my camera tripod broke, and yeah, I didn't really have any possibility to use my camera and record any new videos, unfortunately. So that's the reason there was like 3 weeks break in the uploads. However, a new tripod arrived yesterday and I can start recording again. Alright, so without further ado, let's jump into the build. So this Tyranid Psychophage is quite big miniature. I think it's one of the biggest minis out there. At least that's the biggest miniature that I have. The build itself doesn't look to be complex, however, for sure there are a lot of things that will require painting, and painting the sky may take some time, but let's focus on the build right now. So first let me cut the miniature out of the sprues here. As always, I will be using this clippers. process of trillions of creatures function as a single predatory organism. So that organism, consciousness, which is called the hive mind, adapts the creatures of its race in a varied ways at unnatural speed for a single purpose, to feed. So, yeah, the Tyranids can adapt to any enemy very fast, simply by consuming the biomass. And they've been traveling to the galaxy throughout the space. Who knows for how long? Probably took them, lots of time in order to reach our galaxy. But yeah, basically they want to consume and feed their race. So there are some theories, why did they came to the galaxy, and yeah, some people are saying that they basically consumed all of the biomass and all of the life in their origin galaxy, and basically they were just looking for another galaxy to feed on. And there are also other theories, like the Tyranids are actually running from even greater predator, which is actually pretty crazy because the Tyranids are really powerful race. They, yeah, basically the fact that there are just so many of them and they can adapt to any enemy makes them really difficult to fight. And yeah, they really act with speed when they are consuming some planets. It's really hard to stop them. Obviously the humanity are fighting the best they could, but when I checked the last time the map of the galaxy in the 41st millennium, yeah, it doesn't look really promising for the humanity, to be honest. And I'm really wondering how is this going to turn out eventually. So apparently the Tyranids have been attracted by the Emperor's psychic presence in the warp. So his presence, and yeah, thanks to his presence and thanks to his guidance, the humanity can use the warp travel. However, his presence appearance is like a beam. So it stands out in the warp, and apparently the hive mind is being attracted by his presence. So ironically, the Emperor, who is the savior of the humanity, or he was supposed to be the savior of humanity, is actually attracting potentially the doom of humanity itself, because could be that the Tyranids will completely consume all of the solar systems within our galaxy. So yeah, there are quite some interesting concepts about the Tyranids, but how this will be, how this will work out eventually, this is up to the Games Workshop, and but yeah, there are definitely some nice and interesting theories about the 40k setting. Alright. So we have all of the pieces of the Psychophage cut out of the sprues, and now we are going to remove the excess plastic and eventually put it together. Alright, so what is the hive mind? So basically, humanity does not fully understand the hive mind. It is clearly vastly intelligent, directing its fleets of biological ships towards fresh feeding grounds across the galaxy. It exerts control over the swarms of creatures it sends to invade, making them fearless and obedient. Certain Tyranid creatures act as nodes for the hive mind. They are able to relay instructions to lesser creatures, or even draw upon the hive mind's power to unleash searing psychic blasts of waves of instinctive terror. The fuel of their endless onslaught, Tyranids devour whole worlds. People, plants, animals, everything. So all of swarms, multi-limbed creatures with hard carapaces scuttle ahead of taller aliens who brandish huge talons that can slice a warrior in two. So, for example, this thing could potentially slice a space marine in half. Other Tyranids flap on leathery wings through skies, darkened by the millions of acid spores. Burrowing creatures appear amidst the enemy's lines, while huge monsters unleash toxic spines and gobbets of plasma, or smash aside the foe's vehicles with powerful claws. Yes, I think the Psychophage is actually the one guy that is shooting plasma out of his back, I would say, as we can see here. Okay, so we are almost done with the smaller pieces. A Tyranid invasion is a purely biological one. They may appear to travel the stars in ships and to wield weapons, but every part of them is a living creature. Tyranid guns are organisms melded into those who carry them, like parasites. almost done with cleaning the parts of our miniature. Okay, it's time to build this guy. So I think should go like this. I think this part, this smaller part here needs to go inside. Like something like this. Yeah, maybe. I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, something like that, I think. And now we can close this. I think I should actually glue it together. But yeah. I have to remove these things from here because they are not needed, in fact. Okay, let's try again. Yeah, now it fits much better. But still, I think the best would be to glue it, which I can always do later on. But alright. So now it's time to apply the legs. I think focus more on painting. Psychophages are feeder organisms responsible for breaking down biological matter, and anyone who would stand in the Tyranid's way. A psychophage is especially adapted to consume psychers by some strange biological process. Its victims are converted into spewing cloud of soul-searing ash. Yeah, I wouldn't like to be targeted by this guy. Okay, guys. So I believe that for this episode